Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Week 3 Waiver 64 2019 Olympics recap. So, in Week 3, we had the courses Twilight City and Sunset Bay being competed for the medals. And there was probably the least amount of activity we've had for any of these weeks. However, there were still some very heavy times put down by players, including a world record. And this will probably be about a quicker recap. And I really wanted to just highlight a couple of runs from each of the players that submitted. So I wanted to start where the top of the week was, which is Metalhead, getting a 125.054 on Twilight City, a very formidable time. Almost getting the 124. I believe he did try for the 124, but was unsuccessful, or he did not submit it. And then we had myself playing Sunset Bay. This is all still on the first day. Sunset Bay 105.371 by myself. And then we have Game, who came in with the 105.271, and I'll show that first. I will show this time first. So, this time comes as no surprise, honestly. However, there is one really cool thing in this run that Game does. Game gets a one-lap record. This is not... No, this isn't a one-lap. This isn't a three-lap PB. However, it's a really good time. 105.2. There's only a few players who have reached that point. There are, I believe there's four of us who have reached 105.2. And Game getting it on the first day of Olympics is really good. So this is pretty about average time. However, his splits are still pretty are a bit off from what he would probably have rather seen for a 0.2. However, this last lap was absolutely insane, as Game nails down right here though 19.703, almost getting a 0.6 lap in a run, which is absolutely insane. So congratulations to Game on this time, which pulled in, I believe, third place on the week. However, it would have been first place at the time. However, I'll come back to this, but that would not stand as the first place time. And on this, there was no activity on the 16th at all, or at least no submissions. And then on the 17th, we had submissions only from myself, and including the 134.989 on Twilight City Reverse, getting the benchmark time, 108.609 on Sunset Bay Reverse, which is also the benchmark time, which I believe those would be my only submissions for those courses on the week. However, I wasn't done on Sunset Bay, and I'll talk about that at the end. We have Andy Panther coming in this week playing Twilight City. He gets a 125.854, a very good time for himself. Twilight City is definitely one of the courses he's put a lot of time into, and it really shows that he's consistently able to get 125s, and he can easily improve his time as he will continue to play that course. And we also have a new PB for him on Sunset Bay, 106.320, getting closer to the 105, which is awesome to see. And so those are all on the 19th. As you can see, there's not so much activity this week. With people being busy, people, not necessarily having as much time to commit, which is understandable. The Olympics is a very long month, and about week 3 is where usually we'll see people start getting towards what might be called Olympics burnout. But Andy Panther showing no signs of that as he gets his PB there. Got Metalhead coming in on the 20th with a 109.744 on Sunset Bay Reverse. A very nice standard time. And he does come in with this 106.072. And this is the time that I want to show from Metalhead for the week. So, he does just miss the benchmark time, which is 105. But probably for not putting that much time into any of the courses this week, he did really well on all the courses that he submitted. 109.7 is not an easy time to get on Sunset Bay Reverse, and I find that people can tend to actually struggle to complete that course. It is definitely rather difficult. But to get this close to the 105 on not that much time played is very good. So let's just continue to watch here. As Metalhead had a 106.171 prior to this time. So we see he almost shaves about 1/10 off of his time. So we're looking for a pretty decent finishing lap here. So he gets the 20.067. So congratulations to Metalhead on getting the 106.0. And then also on Twilight City Reverse, we had the only other submission for this week on Twilight City Reverse, which is Andy Panther getting a 137.033, a new PB for him, almost getting to the 136. 137.136 is actually a pretty seems to be a barrier for certain players. I think it's always kind of a barrier is as you get down towards the 135 is to get to the one to just even progress to that 136 range. So let's go ahead and watch Andy Panther's TCR PB. So right away I noticed that this definitely looks like it's about a 0.3 improvement, which is awesome to watch. Just awesome to know and see. About 3.5 tenths off. So very very smooth play. You can opt a lot. Certain players and most of the top runs. I'll point it out on lap 2. There's a slight difference in the way that things are kind of done, at least in one section. Everything else is, just about the same. But when Andy Panther comes into this section here, he doesn't go between. There's a little space in between the indestructible spike balls that you can go between, and it's rather fast when you get it. And it does come. You do have to be comfortable with it. As we see, Andy got the 33 first lap, gets a 31.5 second lap, and he's gonna finish out strong here. So he's definitely not far from a 136. I can see him coming back to this course at some point and getting the 136 for sure. Andy's a very good player, and he's showing it this Olympics. This week, he did earn his first ever 2 medals. He got the bronze medal on Twilight City, and he got the silver medal on Twilight City Reverse. So beautiful time to finish. He had near identical laps 2 and 3, which is very good to see. Consistency. So congratulations, Andy Panther, on your Twilight City PB. He also PB'd Sunset Bay Reverse with a 110.2. So congratulations, Andy Panther, PBing 3 out of the 4 courses this week, which is so good to see. He's getting down towards that standard. He's getting towards standard on Sunset Bay Reverse, the 136 barrier on Twilight City Reverse, and on Sunset Bay he's moving towards the forward benchmark, which is really good to see. And then on the 21st, the same day that Andy submitted his Sunset Bay Reverse, Shibby Pod came in with 3 really strong times, want to start with Twilight City, which is Shibby Pod's favorite course, and it's one of his best courses by far. And with this time, he did take the gold with this time that he submitted. So watching Shibby Pod play this course is just a thing of beauty every time, in my opinion. He's just so good at Twilight City. He pretty much knows everything about how the bob cycle works on it. He's the only player with a submitted recorded 123. And he holds the world record by, I think, almost 0.7 of a second total. I think he has a 123.7, and the next best time is a 124.4. So beautiful first lap, the 29.2. This lap might be a bit... Not sure what this lap is, actually. Ooh, kind of a weird ending. Gets a 27.7. So he finishes off here with a really strong third lap. That means definitely a benchmark lap. So good stuff to Shibby Pod this whole week. Getting the 124. I think he would have liked to have pushed for 123. Because he's gotten a 123, I think, in both of the other Olympics. But overall, like, really good time. Great last lap, 27.2. There's only one other player who's achieved the 27.2 lap. And he also achieved that in this week as well. So even the one lap for other players getting some good times. So congratulations to Shibby Pod. The other times that Shibby submitted is a 108.721 on Sunset Bay reverse. And on Sunset Bay, he submitted a 105.221, which did take second place. However, I want to go back to the 17th to show the new Sunset Bay world record, which I achieved. This is my first ever forward world record. It also is the course that I got my first ever forward 3-lap benchmark. So I'm extremely proud of this time, and so I want to show my sunset. Whoa, sorry. Let me go back a little bit. Here we go. Sorry. So as you can see, I kind of made a huge jump. My PB before this one is the 105.117. So I was only one frame off a world record as is. And so I improved by 2 frames. So lap 1 I wasn't very happy with, actually, but it was still a negative split. The 23.7 usually isn't good enough to get a time like this. But you'll see how the rest of this run just goes so smooth. So even then, like, I wasn't sure what type of run I was going to get, even after seeing the negative 0.1, 21.564 second lap, which means that this lap had to be crazy. It actually was a crazy lap, as you guys can note that I got the 105.006, 7 milliseconds off of the untied world record. Sorry about that. Click on my Discord there. But an insane time, though. 19.736 lap is my new 1 lap record. So I actually got a double PB, and the double was one of them's a world record. So that kind of capped off this week. And so for an MVP this week was actually a bit odd for me to pick in my mind, because we had Andy Panther, who PB'd on 3 different courses. and they were all really good PBs. And he really stepped up his standard. We had Chibi Pod, who got great times on all the courses that he submitted. Game, who submitted one pretty strong time. But really, I was kind of trying to debate what to do for the MVP, and in the end, I determined, even though I didn't play all 4 courses, and the only person who played all 4 courses was Andy Panther. He played all 4, submitted them. With kind of a lack of submissions this week, I have decided to give myself the MVP, and a lot of it has to do with the strength of the times I submitted. So I only submitted these 3 times. I submitted the 105, or 4 times. I submitted a low, like a 105.3. I submitted the world record, the 134.989, and the 108. And so I got benchmark on every single course. I got a new Olympic record and a world record. It was really actually tough. There's definitely an argument for Andy Panther to get to actually get another MVP this week for 3 PBs. But that being said, I think the forward world record is what kind of pushed me to give myself the MVP for the week, and it is, it's a bit tough. It feels a bit weird, but I do feel that that the world record I had is absolutely insane and worthy of being considered the MVP of the week. So, as I'm recording this, by the way, it is the Friday of week 4. So I'm a little late on this recording and upload, so I do apologize for that. Once week 4 finishes, I will quickly try to get the recap done for week 4. There's quite a lot of fun storylines this week to go over. Week 4 I find is very storyline heavy, so that'll be interesting. So I guess I'll quickly go over the medals. So gold. So Sunset Bay, I got gold with the 105.006. Chibi Pod silver 105.221, and then Game for his second medal 105.271. On Sunset Bay reverse, I got the gold medal 108.609. Chibi Pod 108.721 for the silver, and Metalhead with the 109.744 getting bronze. Twilight City, we have Chibi Pod for the gold 124.253. Metalhead in the silver 125.054, and bronze medal in his first of 2 medals, Andy Panther 125.854. And Twilight City reverse, myself for the gold 134.989, and Andy Panther with the silver medal 137.003. And as you see on Twilight City reverse, we do not have a third submission. So what I have decided, in conjunction with Chibi Pod, who helped me with this idea, is I am reopening Twilight City reverse for this week. And I announced this in the Discord earlier, but I will put it in this video. I've opened Twilight City reverse, and the person who submits the best time will receive the bronze medal. Even if it is a better time than my 134.9 or Andy Panther's 137, this is for the bronze medal. This is not for any of the other medals. Andy Panther and myself are locked in at our medal positions. So there you go. There's 5 courses this week now. There's Drake Lake forward and reverse, Glacier Coast forward and reverse, and Twilight City reverse. So Twilight City reverse is pretty wide open. So even if one person submits, they'll get the bronze. So if you want to put just a small amount of time into play, I would say go ahead and do it. It could even be your first medal. So medal count is actually pretty interesting and pretty cool this week. We have so first place with 11 out of 12 medals is myself. 5 golds, 4 medal, 4 silvers, 2 bronzes. Chibi Pod has 8 medals. Metalhead and As Money are tied for 4th, and the only reason I put Metalhead ahead of As Money is because he has 2 silver medals, and the same will be seen here. We have Pancakes with 2, a silver and a bronze. I think Game should actually be ahead of him because Game has a gold. But Game with a gold medal and a bronze medal. Andy Panther with a silver and a bronze, which kind of ties Pancakes and Andy Panther are kind of tied up in medals. And then Analogism in week 2 got the silver medal. By country, the United States has 32 medals, blowing the competition out of the water. We have Switzerland now with 2 medals, a silver and a bronze. And we have Canada with 1 medal. So it would be awesome to see people from other countries who haven't already submitted and everything, and come in and get a medal and it'd be great to see some players who haven't yet submitted this time around get their time in, and they will be recognized. Even if you don't get a medal, I think it's much more important that you just have fun with the Olympics. And so that's going to do it for the week 3 recap. As always, I've been Dr. Fish. You've been awesome, and I will see you later. Peace.